Rain swallowed the streets of Viridian City, and somewhere, beneath the neon lights, a new life was beginning. "Why are you helping me?" Giovanni responded in a low and controlled tone. "I don't help people. I invest in them. And if I fail, then you become another forgotten face in this city." No emotion, no hesitation. Jessie should have been afraid. Instead, she understood him. The limousine descended beneath the city, through hidden tunnels lined with steel doors and armed guards. Massive red rocket emblems glowed against the concrete walls. The underground compound looked less like a headquarters and more like a kingdom. A woman in a black rocket uniform handed Jessie folded clothes, a key card, and a stack of cash. "Room 47, she said. "Food arrives at 6. Training starts tomorrow." Jessie stared at the money in disbelief. "This is mine?" From the shadows nearby, Giovanni answered calmly. "A bed, money, opportunity." Persian stepped beside him silently, red eyes glowing beneath the lights. "Things the world denied you." Jessie held the cash tightly in trembling hands. For the first time in years, she wasn't wondering where she would sleep. Giovanni turned away toward the darkness of the compound. "Don't mistake generosity for kindness." The next morning, the rain finally stopped over Viridian City. Jessie stepped into the underground garage wearing fresh black rocket training gear. The stitched red R on her jacket felt heavier than she expected. Giovanni waited beside a sleek black car with bodyguards surrounding him. "Where are we going?" she asked. He opened the passenger door. "To teach you how the real world works." The drive led deeper underground than before, past the compound, past the transit tunnels, into places the city pretended didn't exist. Finally, massive steel doors opened ahead of them, and Jessie froze. An underground Pokémon market stretched for what looked like miles beneath the city. Rows of cages lined the corridors. Vendors shouted prices over the noise of battling Pokémon. Rare creatures paced behind rusted bars, while trainers exchanged briefcases full of money. Some Pokémon looked angry. Others looked terrified. Jessie stared in disbelief. People actually buy Pokémon like this? Giovanni walked beside her, without slowing. People buy power. He glanced toward the crowded market floor. Pokémon are simply the currency. Jessie said nothing after that. A soft metallic shaking sound echoed from a nearby cage. Jessie turned slowly toward the dark corner of the market. Inside the cage sat a young Ekans, tightly coiled beneath flickering lights. Scars marked its scales. Its yellow eyes watched everyone with distrust and fury. The vendor nearby laughed. "That one bites everybody," he sneered. "Mean little thing." But the Ekans stopped hissing when Jessie stepped closer. The two simply stared at each other through the cage bars. Jessie crouched slowly. "You hate this place too, huh?" The Ekans tilted its head slightly. No fear, just anger, just survival. Giovanni watched the interaction carefully from behind her. "You don't want that runt," the vendor continued. "Barely trained." Without a word, Giovanni reached into his coat and pulled out a thick stack of cash. "I'll take it." Jessie looked up immediately. "For me?" The vendor unlocked the cage as Giovanni handed her the Pokeball. The young Ekans slowly wrapped itself around Jessie's arm instead of attacking. For the first time since entering the market, Jessie smiled. Slightly. Dangerously. Giovanni adjusted his gloves calmly. "Power is earned," he said. His eyes locked onto hers. "But loyalty begins with trust." And somewhere deep beneath Viridian City, the future of Team Rocket quietly began to take shape.